that's a win. That's coming next week, so that's good. Fortunately, guys, they've now released some group content for us, and that is plenty of group content. So moving forward, there will be zero focus on that. Okay. Moving on. Look at that 4 GB patch. Welcome to the March 20th, 2025 patch note rundown for BDO. What are we getting here? Let's look at the events. This is apparently the Black Spirit Trials Part 4 Arsha Leaderboard. People say that we have this on NA2. Awesome. Amazing. Amazing. You're gonna be ranked on a leaderboard for Arsha, guys, apparently. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Should be on Anonymous Arsha. Not too many more details available here. That should be fun. Black Desert Academy. Wait. A class is in with greater support. What the hell is going on here? All right, reach level 60 with a seasonal character to claim all the following in the Y menu. Cool Wind Fishing Rod. Pen Defense Gearbox. Radiant Start Box. Okay, what is... Pen Defense. Oh my god, they're just going to give you a pen piece of boss gear for doing seasonal? Mother... Do I have to redo my whole gear guide again? Son of a... God damn it! Oh, God! I'm giving away another pen! He found out. Oh, screw you guys. This is really good for new players. Alright, so they're going to give you another guaranteed pen for free. They're also going to give you a Radiant Start Box, which is going to give you all 7 Tet armor and weapons for free as well. So you're going to have your Pen Tuvala, which you can upgrade through the Guaranteed Pen system. And then they're also going to give you the Radiant Start Box, which you can use to gear out another alt as well. And then you can do the Guaranteed Pen system as well. It's literally insane. Pen Muskin? Well, they're... Wait, what the fuck? Wait, there's no Muskins? And there's no Uragons. Everybody is gonna go DR! Woo! It's official! Black Desert does not want anyone building evasion. How fun. I'm just kidding. They definitely overlooked it. That's pretty crazy, though. It is what it is. You're also going to get Patrio's Pocket Watch, which should level a character that is below level 25 instantly to level 61. Pretty sure it gives skill points too. So, yeah, the new season, definitely worth doing. You're going to get a free pen. Even if you're a new player, you should definitely do it. Black Desert Academy, I'm the class president now. Okay, let's see what this is. I'll tell you who's the president right now is her thighs. That's insane. Share your class spirit with 12 unique titles. Visit Jatina to claim yours now. Busily enjoying the semester with your new classes, it's time to show some class spirits. What are we doing? Express your class spirit with unique titles. Open the box to get all the titles at once. Class name President Top Dog Band Camp. What happens at band camp? Read no good. There's the American title. Honor Roll, First Love, Dance Club, Maths Hard, Cheerleader, Team Spirit, Student Council, and Idol Trainee. Interesting, bro. Interesting. So you're just going to get a bunch of titles. Wear the title that best suits you and join your class events with your classmates. No, thank you. I'm just going to choose the Otraxxia one. The Team Otraxxia, baby. Team Dark Knight. I'm on Otraxxia's honor roll. Wear the title that best suits you. Respectfully, guys, my dog is smarter than your honor roll characters, so... I have a bumper sticker that says my dog is smarter than your honor student, which he is, in fairness. Idiots. Choose your special courses from the BDO Academy professors. Are we going to fire any of them for cussing on the internet? Greetings, BDO Academy students. As we gear up for the final week of our lessons, the Old Moon Adventure Practice Center was handpicked 3 esteemed professors, each proud graduate of Calpheon, Grana, and Otraxxia, to offer 9 exclusive courses for all of you. The top 3 courses based on your votes will be unveiled the first week of April, so be sure to show your interest and vote. Many thanks. All right, what are we voting on? What are we voting on? Did they not list the courses? Okay, so you just have to look very quickly here. Dude. Okay, so guys, I can't look at the courses, but there they are. You're just going to pick your 3 favorite courses and you're going to vote for which one you want. Okay? Show your courage in battle with Calpheon guest Professor Rubin. Oh, okay. All right. So Calpheon course number 1, treasure hunting, grave robber, Afaru subjugation, or black shrine. Okay. So we're all picking treasure hunting. Yep. Or Afaru. Treasure hunting. Okay. During the course, the treasure material drop locations are expanded. You can get the following items according to a set probability from both existing and expanded drop locations. Wait, you get extra... the map and the compass. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so if you pick the treasure item, you can get the map and the compass at more places. That's cool. Lead the challenge against evildoers. Okay, grave robber, Afaru subjugation. During this course, Afaru appears at a set probability when monsters are defeated. Afaru is rumored to carry the Goblin's secret elixir and gold bar. That's the one that the majority of people are going to take because it helps their PvE grind. Let's just be honest. I bet that the treasure hunting allows it to drop from like all drop locations. I don't know what expanded drop locations necessarily means, but like I would assume that it allows the map and the compass to maybe drop from everywhere. I don't know yet. Could just be like the extra locations that they normally have events for, but who knows? Enhanced blessings of the morning buffs. Oh, so instead of 1 AP, it's 2 AP. So these are the Calamity 7 like bosses for everybody on the on the server. Everybody gets 40% drop rate instead of 20, and it allows you to go over the cap of drop rate. Never mind. Everyone is picking this one. I don't care. It automatically makes your treasure hunting and your PvE better. Everyone will benefit from it. You're picking the blessing of the morning buff, and then we're going to rely on everybody else to do the Earth Aura bosses, which will then give 40% drop rate to everyone on the server. Over the 300% cap. That is giga good. Do that one. Embrace nature and connect with the spirits through the Grana Guest Professor. Gathering, cooking, and alchemy spirits, unknown ore, and then taming and delivering wild horses. Okay, so obviously that's what each of these are for. So gathering, cooking, and alchemy spirits during this course, you have a chance to gather a gathering minigame more. During this course, Dalshane's elixir effects, cooking and alchemy. Oh, so you can go to Dalshane for 5 energy and get like the Dalshane buff for cooking and alchemy too. Let's look at this. Mysterious ore during this course. The unknown ore during monster subjugation or mining at a set probability. I think that the unknown ore was the stuff that gave you like strikes and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's the stuff that gave you the light stones, but I could be wrong. Bring unknown ore times 20 to Dalshane for a one-time family quest. Use the unknown orb to obtain special items at a set probability. I'm pretty sure those are light stones, but I could be wrong. Could be different. Taming and wild horses. During this course, accept daily quests from Liana. And when you complete it, you get a shining capture seal. And you get Flower of Oblivion and Imperial Training Delivery invoice are doubled. Like the Imperial Training invoices are doubled. So that's a win. Okay, cool. All right, now for the Orzekea ones, the ones we all care about. Enjoy leisure and joining your classmates in exciting events from the Orzekea guest professor. Fishing, that's the one we're all picking. I've decided for us. We're done. It's fishing every time. Item copy and extraction, and then summoning and guild bosses. All right, so fishing. During this course, special fish can be caught at designated spots based on a set probability. There it is. We're all winning. GG. Item copy and conference extraction. They've already made this. During the course, only 1 Marnie fuel is needed for an item copy. Guys, it's only like 45 Marnie fuel as it is. Nobody cares. It's a piece of cake. During this course, conference extraction rate is set to 100% and the cost is fixed at 1 silver. Okay, so that's really good. Sadly for you guys, okay, you should select that if you need to extract coffers from your gear. Okay, but the rest of us are picking fishing. Course 3, double guild bosses and extra monster missions. During this course, guild boss summons are doubled. During this course, 4 old moon guild monster missions are added. Okay, nice. Sweet. That'll help you get guild points a little bit faster too. Nice. Yeah, so you can get twice as many guild bosses. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Explore Atoraxxion or Orzekea with partner streamers. Okay. Not me. All right. That's great. All right. The 4th biome, Atoraxxions or Orzekea, revealed itself on the March 20th update. What secrets does Orzekea hold within? Explore the new questline with the monster zones with partner streamers. There's a surprise coupon code as well. Okay, sweet. Wait, Chris Polly? Wait, Chris Polly's streaming? No. That's just gotta be, there's no way. There's no way. That's just gotta be, it's gonna be a YouTube video on the quest line. There is no way. And I swear to God, if he is streaming and he doesn't lead off with, hello guys, welcome back to Chris Polly Twitch channel. Okay, I'm gonna be pissed. I am going to be pissed. All right. That being said, Monster Zone Exploration, Casablancas, and Futsuka. Okay, so these are the SEA streamers, by the way. There's probably the same event going on for NA and EU as well, but we don't know what it's necessarily going to be. Is anyone else disappointed that they don't have a world first event for the or at least a region first event for the dungeon? Like what the dude? I thought that there would be like a super cool region first or like world first event for the dungeon. Instead, it's just like, yeah, go watch our partnered streamers. Cool. Man, no streamer's done one yet for them to copy. That's fair. Game's not cool enough, I guess. Well, I just don't understand because like when you release a new dungeon, you should make it so that like, bro, people are like racing to do it and like get involved in it. You know what I mean? Like it should be like, oh, a race to world first. Right? That's what like made it interesting in Destiny and World of Warcraft and other games and stuff, bro. That's like the fun part when you release a new thing. We need a proper lore trailer too. True. Okay, so Atoraxxion is here. The story of Atoraxxion, the last stronghold built to thwart dark invaders, has finally reached Orzekea after passing through Valhamkia, Sikrakia, and Yolonkaya. The content of Atoraxxion Orzekea will be first available through this week's update, where you can experience the suggested centered questline and ores and encounter the field monster zones with the current highest difficulty. Following this, the field boss will be updated next week, so keep that in mind. As you might infer from the term field monster zones, Atoraxxion Orzekea has a difference from other Atoraxxion biomes. The locations where you previously defeated monsters to obtain items for entering the next area have been changed to field monster zones where you can subjugate monsters. Upon entering Orzekea from the Elvia realm, you will encounter powerful field monsters within Orzekea. If your sole purpose is the so-called boss run, you can boldly skip these sections and challenge the final boss immediately after combat with her knight, Kathawin. Well, that's kind of underwhelming. That's kind of boring, but okay. How will Orz's story unfold in Orzekea? And the wait unfold at the end of the story? We ask for your keen interest in the soon-to-be revealed Orzekea. Okay, so my understanding is that, well, hold on. Let's see what the difficulties are. Embark on the adventure Orzekea, the last stronghold to stop dark invaders. Orzekea, the last biome of Atoraxxion, offers both normal and Elvia difficulties. Yo, W. On the first week of the update, you can enjoy suggested quests in normal difficulty and field monster zones in the Elvia realm. Yo, W. Wait, so we're all going to be able to do it? They listen to us? Wait. Hold up. How to enter Atoraxxion, or does anyone want to do this with me tomorrow? Enter via the ancient stone javer, Soul Magia. No matter if you've cleared Valhamkia, Sikrakia, or Yolonkia, you can step into Orzekea by interacting with Soul Magia. Okay. I think the grind zone, not the dungeon itself. Oh. Can you grind inside the new Ator dungeon? That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. It's kind of weird in that regard. But I think that like an integral part of dungeons is like killing the mobs and like the little mini bosses that lead up to the final boss. I don't know, man. When I do dungeons in other games, like especially in like classic WoW and then in Throne and Liberty, I don't know, doing the like, yeah, skipping the mobs is fine, but you really want to be able to do like the mini bosses too. If there's only 2 bosses, I'm going to be a little bit underwhelmed, but okay, whatever. Whatever. Just stop complaining. Interact with the Eldritch's door in the following Atoraxxion to journey into Orzekea. Okay, so yeah, you just do that. So there's a quest line. Sweet. Basically, there's suggested quests, guys. So they'll be in your suggested quest tab. I'm not going to read too much about it because, again, it's just a quest line. You can choose to do it or you can choose not to do it. I'm probably going to do it because, like, let's be honest, I don't have the gear to run. Most of us don't have the gear to run the dungeon proper, although we'll see if we're going to be able to run that. The Orzekea's quest line is connected to the stories Valhamkia, Sakrakia, the Mountain of Eternal Winter, and Yolankia. For a more immersive storytelling experience, it is recommended to check these quest stories before proceeding. Don't worry, we all definitely didn't just spam R on all of these quest lines. Right, guys? I'm good. I definitely know what all of these quest lines were trying to tell me, and I am in the loop. I am an in-the-loop person. Okay, so there's daily quests, guys, for Orzekea now. To complete the Atoraxxion investigation, secret guards, investigators, and the Society of Equilibrium archaeologists have been sent to Orzekea. New daily quest for the realm is available. And then on the Elvia servers, character level 60 and above can take the daily quest Investigator Ivor. Or from Investigator Ivor. Cool. What do you have to do? Add a 14 general quest to help you explore Orzekea. Cool. All right, so you get it from Evelina, Soren, Nerissa, Faradin, and Fauna. Okay, so there's daily quests for Orzekea now, guys. Or for the dungeon. That's interesting. Orzekea normal and Elvia. Okay, Orzekea plays different roles on the normal server and in the Elvian realm. You can proceed with the quests on the normal servers while engage with field monsters in the Elvia realm. Okay. 5 monster co-op boss subjugation for Atoraxxion Orzekea is scheduled for being updated during the March 27th maintenance that is next week. It will be categorized into normal and Elvia realm, allowing you to select the difficulty level for your challenge. That's group content. That's a win, right? That's a W. We'll see if that group content is actually meaningful and good. But subjugation implies you're basically going to kill mobs with your party members, with your friends. So that's a win. That's a win. That's coming next week. So that's good. Fortunately, guys, they've now released some group content for us, and that is plenty of group content. So moving forward, there will be zero focus on that. Okay. Moving on. All right, Field Monster Zone. When you enter it from the Elvia realm, you'll find general monster zones with the lethal weapons like Spirium, Centaria, and Leos. As you subjugate these monsters... Okay, can we just say kill? Subjugate sounds like we're pinning them down and forcing ourselves on them. The alert phase is activated, bringing forth the ancient weapons Spirium, Centaria, and Leos. Reach the final alert phase, and Alkida, or even a stronger monster will spawn with a notice. The monsters here aren't affected by racial extra damage, so I can't do higher damage to black mobs. Well, Kama Sylvia mobs, guys, that's what it really means. What they mean by racial is like Kama Sylvia mobs, human damage, demi-human damage. Okay, recommended stats 350, 440. That's insane. Please keep in mind, guys. It's 350 Kudum, no buffs. 440 DP. Okay. Please bear in mind that I have Wailing Fallen God on, and I do not have 440 DP. I have 429. I have a Wailing and three Silent. So 3 try, 1 tet. And a C20 Kudum with like a... obviously my Vels is upgraded and shit. And I only have 429 DP, so I don't even have enough DP. Usually, however, I will say that If it requires 440 DP, that means that at 440 DP, you're still getting one shot. So really, it requires no DP. If you think about it, it's really, I think, the AP requirement that is really going to matter, because you're going to get one shot regardless. You can have full obliterating Fallen God, and with a requirement like this, you're still going to get one shot. Like, it's just the truth. Okay, so if you can hit 350 AP, and again, I'm going to state for the record, my gear, which is not very good anymore. I do have a new Karazad necklace, C20, pen Sovereign on. I'm 329 AP. I don't think that 350 is like, you better have at least 4 new Karazad and then 2 pens. You need to have, like, you're almost completely done with the game. You're almost full soft cap in order to have that. Your Sovereign needs to be like Oct or higher. Like, you need to be Giga geared in order to do this. But don't worry. There'll be an easier version for the rest of us, right, guys? These look really cool. The mobs look really cool and well designed. I think this looks sick. I think that those mobs look really cool. Alkida looks the coolest. Spiriton, there's Leos, and then Centaurion. Obviously, that looks like a Ranaros mob at home. But, like, aside from that, they look pretty good. They look pretty good. I like them. The main loot you can obtain from these are Devos, Ancient Spirit Dust, Blackstones, Sealed Magic Crystals, and Thorn Entwined Weapon Fragment. This is junk loot that is almost 100k per silver. Oh my god. So this is a pretty good grind zone. Pretty good grind zone. Throughout Orzekea, you can find... Or I wish that this was doable below 800 gear score. You know? Below 800 gear score, I wish that I could do this, because I'm pretty sure... Like, I'm hoping that the 5-player co-op can be done on normal difficulty and require, like, reasonable gear. You know what I mean? Like 750 or lower, so that, like, maybe we can participate in it and do some of the party grind. But as it is, this looks a little rough. That's a lot of gear required to do that. There's only like 8, maybe 5 content creators off the top of my head. Maybe 6. That can really do that. And of the player base, you're less than 1% of the player base can really do that. The grind spot is solo. Okay, well then, what? Well, that's plenty of party content, guys. Just grind for 10 bajillion hours, and then you'll be able to participate in some of the party content if you can find somebody else. If you can find 4 other people that also grinded for 10,000 bajillion hours. Anyway, well, 3 other people and a shy. Just play shy. Honestly, guys, literally just play shy. And be a little bitch, be a little terrorist, and just buff everybody. You're basically useless anyway. Nobody cares about you or your human rights. Okay, anyway. Orz's thread. Throughout Orzekea, you can find Orz's threads. These threads are mysterious clues left by Orz, hoping someone would find her, decipher their meaning, and continue the suggested questline. Progress of certain threads may not be smooth in some servers where Node and Conquest War is in progress. Oh, so there's Easter eggs? That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay, they get it. Okay, so there's some Easter eggs, guys. There's some we love Easter eggs to go out and force you to explore. W development team. Good job. It'll help activate some suggested quests. They didn't say what you get at the suggested quests, but hey, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Defeat Elvia Realm field monsters with the to get Gem of the Void. With Gem of the Void, you can craft the Crystal of the Void Akrod or Crystal of the Void Destruction, which are objectively even better crystals than before. So that's fun. So Crystal of the Void Destruction and Akrod. Akrod obviously gives you monster damage, 9 monster damage, 1% attack cast speed, and then 3 accuracy. The Void Destruction one gives 8 monster damage, 3 accuracy, and 3 critical hit. So obviously we're going to do Akrod and max our critical hit. Destruction is basically useless. Akrod gives more AP, the same accuracy, and attack cast speed. The other one gives, don't worry, you're gonna get plus 3 critical hit, because you don't just get that from your other buffs. That's fine though. All right, so we want the Akrod one. Different categories? Are you sure? I think that you can only wear normal. In the past, you've only been able to wear 2 of these. So if you can wear 2 of each of these, Crystal Group Akrod, Crystal Group Destruction. So it's possible you can wear both of these, in which case these are the new best in slot PvE crystals. Because it does say that this one's Destruction and this one's Akrod, so you're probably right, chat. They look like you can equip 4 of these, so you're going to take 2 of each. And this will be your new Destruction crystal, and your new Akrod crystal are just objectively better than the previous ones. So interesting. Just don't die with them, or it's going to be like 3 billion. You'll be fine. There's the crafting recipe there. It's like 30 Gem of the Voids are required, and then a bunch of other junk. Blackstones, magic crystals, lightstone crystals, and then Crystal of Paradise Destruction, Glorious Crystal of Gallantry Akrod. Okay, yeah, whatever. Quest for Recovering Knowledge and First Time Completion. Title Seeds of Conflict. Title Unseen Dawn. I like the Unseen Dawn title. That's pretty cool. But so there's extra quests in here. Acquire 50 or more knowledge relating, 130 more knowledge relating. So the more knowledge you get, the more titles you'll get for it. So it's 50 and 130 are the 2 cutoffs, guys. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Complete the Atoraxxion Orzekea the first time to get the following rewards available once per family. 1,000 contribution EXP, a 150 stack. So they're really encouraging you to do this quest line. And then you're going to get this really cool... Look at that furniture, guys. The ancient weapon of Atoraxxion can be installed in your manor. You get the Statue of Liberty on the left here. You get a cool ball here. And then you get a little, like, I don't know, worm on the right side. That's really cool. Really neat. Obtainable titles. Added titles that can be obtained in Orzekea. Sinner of the Stronghold. And the First Savior. Also, and that's just completing the Orzekea suggested storyline. Defeat monsters to get the following titles. Orz's Plaything. Kinky. Thorn in Your Side. Failure, the Ors of Success. Alkit, Job Done. I'll get the job done. That's insane. Defeat Alkita once. Okay, so it's like 5,000, 10,000, and 20,000 Orzekea ancient weapons. That's funny. Okay, so that's the new dungeon. Very exciting. Really cool. I wish there was a race to world first, but sadly, Perlibus just doesn't feel that is interesting. But there's some cool, there's cool Easter eggs there. It's definitely really good content. Solid PvE content. Hopefully you have a lot of gear to enjoy it. Okay, class changes and improvements. Oh my god. Okay. So I have received criticism in my comments section for not thoroughly reading the patch notes. People got upset that I would skip over things in the patch notes instead of reading everything out. And I understand that they were talking about not necessarily class changes, but basically everything. But in order to condense this to a reasonable time so that the patch note rundown isn't a complete disaster in terms of overall length, I am literally just going to extend this. I'm gonna hit the bullet points on each class. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go through this relatively quickly. All right, I'm gonna try to catch the major details on each class and some of this, like the skills and stuff. They're getting buffs and nerfs, and then if the PvEs, I'll say whether or not you're getting buffs and nerfs and what skills are getting buffed and nerfed. I'm not going to go into the specific damage numbers. I'm not going to get into the super specifics and like, oh, this is going to flow into this. No, we'll talk about the cooldown changes and stuff too. So, okay. Hold on, I need to take a drink before I do this. All right. So the class changes. This is a massive balance patch buff. Here we go. Lock in. Sorceress getting some cooldown changes on Dark Flame, getting a shorter cooldown by 1 second. Ultimate Dark Flame, 1 second lower cooldown. Dark Tendrils getting 3 seconds off the cooldown. Shadow Ignition, 2 seconds off the cooldown. Crow Nightmare, 6 seconds off the cooldown. Prime Dream of Doom, increase the charging speed. So that's good. So you'll be able to charge Dream of Doom way faster. Prime Violation has been changed to a super armor. Prime Crow Flare has been changed to a super armor instead of a frontal guard. As well, Shadow Eruption and Prime Shadow Eruption are now a frontal guard instead of a super armor. Dark Backstep, Succession Dark Backstep is now a super armor instead of a frontal guard. Shard Explosion added a super armor effect to Shard Explosion. Night Crow No one, just okay. Just they made it flow better with other stuff, and your iframe is a little bit more consistent. Whatever. PvE changes for Sorc in Succession. Basically, all of the Succession skills got buffed. Suck Sorcus up huge. Prime Darkness Release, Prime Bloody Calamity, Prime Dark Flame, Prime Abyssal Flame, Prime Dream of Doom, Shadow Ignition, Crow Nightmare, Engulfing Shadow, Abyssal Blow, and Shard Explosion all got PvE buffs. Like big PvE buffs. Sorc is up massive. In Awakening, you get one small piece of text at the bottom because everybody hates you. And you're just getting some bug fixes that nobody cares about. Okay. Moving on to Tamer. Main in Succession. Flash. Okay. Wait, what? Nightcrow's a nerf? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay. Tamer. Main in Succession. Added a forward guard to Flash. Changed the stiffness to only PvE. Flash pull thrust and absolute flash pull thrust are now, it has a forward guard, and the on-hit debuff is now all DP minus 30 instead of 15. That's really good. Flash Dance is getting a forward step, or a forward guard, I apologize, and Flash Dance Shift are getting forward guards. Sharpening Claws is getting a buff. The AP on hit buff is going to be 16 instead of 10. All AP buff is going to be... all AP debuff is going to be minus 16 instead of minus 12. Prime Trample. Added magic AP plus 16 for 10 seconds. Lightning of Earth. Changed the all DP hit buff from minus 20 to minus 30 for 10 seconds. Adjusted the all DP minus 10 for 5 seconds on hit debuff. All right, and then in PvE, it looks like Tamer's getting buffs across the board. Absolute Flash, Absolute Flash Bolt Thrust, Absolute Flash Stance Shift, Prime Bolt Wave, Prime Roaring, Prime Upward Claw, Prime Void Lightning, Prime Trample, Prime Lightning of Earth, Prime All-Around Spinner, Prime Fearful Trembling, Dark Goler, Jolt Stab, Legendary Beast Claw, all getting massive PvE buffs. Unified, the DP debuff hit resist for all skills for all DP minus 30 for 10 seconds for Cloud Stab, Intimidation, Legendary Beast Dance, and etc. Okay, good stuff. Musa, moving on to Musa. Remove the attack casting speed on hit debuffs. Shaky Bay is in shambles. He won't even have plus 2 attack speed anymore. Added the all DP minus 20 for 10 second debuff on Searing Slam. This is on Searing Slam. Crust Crusher. Remove the movement speed on hits debuff. Flow, Dash Slash, and Searing Slam. Improve the combo smoothly with other skills. Counter Assassination. Change the attack cast speed hits debuff from minus 10% to minus 20% for 5 seconds. Moose is resolved. All AP buff is now 20 instead of 10. Moose is also getting a lot of PvE buffs across the board. Moose is resolved. Twistered Spinner 4. Backflow. Blade Effect. Crust Crusher. Low Blow, Pyro Storm, One Step Back, Inferno Slash, Eradicate, and Black Spirit Pyro Storm are all getting big PvE buffs for Musa. Moving on to Lahn. Lahn, Flailing Blades. This is for Awakening specifically because Suck Lahn is already super powerful. So Awakening finally getting some attention here. Flailing Blades. Change the attack speed buff to no longer be applied during the cooldown. Taunting Death. Move the all AP buff to Eradication. Change the cooldown to 7 seconds instead of 6. That's a slight nerf, actually. Flow Mangler. Cooldown now down to 7. So down by 3 seconds from before. Furor. Skill down by 3 seconds from before. Again, the cooldown reduction on these skills is massive for Lahn. Flow, Dancing with Death, now down by 3 seconds as well. Blood Moon Twist, changed the cooldown from 4 to 7 seconds, so they added 3 seconds on Blood Moon Twist and added the skill add-on tier from 1 to 2. So your skill add-on is going to be a lot stronger on that skill. Bridal Despair, changed the skill cooldown to add a second, so from 6 to 7 seconds. Tailspin, cooldown is now 10 seconds instead of 7. Flow Vice is now, the cooldown is now 10 seconds instead of 12. Binding Change, the cooldown went down by a second from 8 to 7. Earthly Plane, changed the cooldown from 4.5 seconds to 7 seconds. Accordingly, they changed the skill tier from add-on tier from 1 to 2. So some buffs, some nerfs for Awakening Lahn there. Adjusted the damage of the following skills. Okay, so Earthly Plane, Tailspin, Vice, Blood Moon Twist, Eradication, Taunting Death, and Black Spirit Eradication are all getting massive PvE buffs for Awakening Lahn. So big W's for Awakening Lahn. Now we're on to Femboy Archers. Okay, Grand Bloom. Reduce the attack range applied upon learning the skill. You Archer! You C-Zane! Femboys! Archers! That's right, pussies. Suck it, bitches. Remove the movement speed hits on debuff. Beautiful. Excellent. Awesome. W. Okay. All right. Full bloom, Black Spirit full bloom. Remove the movement speed on hits debuff. Marked bloom, reduce the attack range and area. So Archer just getting nerfed across the board. This makes Ranger objectively better. This is a buff to Ranger. Light's Trail, increase the attack area. Change to be available during cooldown. Change to no longer move your character according to the camera direction after attacking. Added a forward guard during the skill. Change all damage to apply Radiant Explosion's exact level damage. Okay. Steady breathing and exhale. Change so that the two skills share cooldowns. Okay. Steady breath. Change the HP recovery to 500 instead of 300. Steady breath also got the command key changed to A or D, C, which is interesting. Switches to your crossbow or great bow if the skill is unavailable. Okay, that's fine. Steady breath. Change the skill resource stamina to MP. That means that's cooked. Does not recover stamina while using the skill. That's fine. Flow Verter Clout. Change the forward guard to last up until attack 2. Change the floating on attack 1 hit debuff to be applied in PvE only. This is massive nerfs to Archer. Change to be unavailable during cooldown. Change to the forward guard buff to not be applied while under attack. Forward guard debuff or a forward guard buff does not apply after the attack. Change to turn your character according to the character direction until the attack. So these are massive, massive nerfs to Archer. Earth Shatter. Added the forward guard buff to apply upon using the skill. Change the knockback on hit debuff to now only be applied in PvE. Remove the pain damage inflicted on hits. This is a W. I'll be honest with you. Archer's needed a nerf for a long time. Nobody's ever wanted to say it. Archer is just overwhelmingly dominant in large scale PvP. It's just objectively the best class in the game for just getting a lot of kills without ever having to actually be good at the game. You just fire. It's like, whatever. Who gives a shit? And so like they're just nerfing Archer overall. That should make it so that it's a little bit more in line with Suck Ranger. Suck Ranger has to be a little bit closer to its opponent and has a lot less protection than Archer does and a lot less kiting potential. So this is really good. These buffs are objectively good for large scale PvP in my opinion. Covering Fire. Change the skill resource from stamina to MP. Recovers stamina during skill use. Okay, so that's a slight buff. Change to turn your character. Okay, whatever. Gaping Darkness. Changed the defensive effect from forward guard to super armor. Changed the skill use from MP to stamina. So now you're going to use stamina during Gaping Darkness. Change to be unavailable during cooldown. Change to your character will go through the falling animation when placed under midair. When placed in midair during the attack. Okay. Watcher. Change to be available via quick slot. Change to no longer be lockable. Okay. Storm of Light. Change to be available with your great bow. Added the forward guard effect when using the skill. Meteor Dive. Increased the travel distance. Changed the effect. Recover MP per hit to recover 100 HP per attack on hit. I'll be honest with you. Most of this in PvP, like a recover 100 HP on hit, isn't going to be super useful because you're getting one shot in PvP anyway. It is what it is. Bolt of Radiance. Changed the knockback on hits debuff to now also be applied in PvP. That's a buff. Improve the combo smoothly with other skills and remove the burn damage on this effect. Great Bow Training. All AP buff from 10 to 20. Light's Path. Remove the all AP buff. Changed Glissades buff from ranged AP to all AP plus 20. Remove the movement speed reduction on hits debuff. Okay, so slight nerf there, but slight buff above it. Shadebound Beam. Change the cooldown from 25 to 90 seconds. What the hell is Shadebound Beam? What is that? Fires an arrow. Here it is. What is this? Show me. Concealed for 10 seconds upon use. This is the stealth. Okay, yeah, this is the stealth. So your stealth on Archer, and again, this is a massive nerf. No longer on a 25-second cooldown. It's on a 90-second cooldown now. So archers are going to have to actually learn how to play the video game in a good way. Screw archers. Thank God. God bless them. God bless them. Okay, Zephyr Leap and Ultimate Zephyr Leap. Change to be unavailable during cooldown. Okay, change to no longer recover stamina. Change to no longer turn your character. Okay, remove the recover MP effect per hit effect. Change the stiffen on debuff to now only apply In PvE, added a movement speed minus 20% on 5 for 5 seconds on hit debuff. Changed the defensive effect super armor forward guard to super armor during the skill. So that's cooked. Black Spirit Ultimate Zephyr Leap. These don't matter as much as the Black Spirit skills. Although honestly, is this the 10% archer skill? Change the attack seconds hit detection to a piercing type. Okay. Remove the MP effect. Change the stiffness hit to PvE only. Added the movement speed minus 20% for 5 seconds on hit debuff. Believe it or not, the 10-second BSR archer skill is one of the best dismounting skills in the entire game, so it's actually quite useful. Glissade. I'm not sure if that's the 10% though. Hash buffs. No one cares about your human rights. Overt. Nobody cares. Glissade. Change the skill resource MP to stamina. Good. Does not recover stamina during skill use. Removed attacks 2 and 3. Removed HP per hit on effect. Increase the travel distance. Change the hit direction to a piercing type. Fix the issue. Okay, yeah, whatever. Change the knockdown on hit debuff to be activated on the first hit. That's actually a buff in my opinion. It's just got less protection on it and you're doing a lot less jumping. It's kind of a buff. Like the super armor sliding in with a quick CC like that is extremely good. However, Archer does not like to get into melee range like this. It's not something Archer likes to do. Uproot. God, dude, what are these Archer? Bro, every skill in the Archer kit is being changed. Literally every single skill in the entire kit got changed. Okay. Sage buffs. Yeah, they're up next. Uproot. I don't know. There might be hash buffs. I don't know. I scrolled through them earlier. I have no idea. I don't think so, though. Uproot. Unified area attack damage and the damage is attack area. Okay, whatever. Change the debuff down attack to knockdown on attack 1 hit. Change so you no longer recover stamina until the end of the extra attack motion. Low sweep. Change to activate Uproot's skill add-on effects on hits. Change to be unavailable during cooldown. Righteous Smite. Change to the defensive effect super armor to forward guard during the skill. Glide. Change the defense effect as follow. Before super armor while moving. After iframe into super armor during the skill. Change the stamina cost 200 to 100. Increase the defensive effect duration. Okay, sure. Piercing Cry. Change the stamina cost from 200 to 100. Tactical Strike. Change the stamina cost from 200 to 100. Sure. Those are buffs. Those are big buffs. There. Overall, though, I'm going to be honest with you, big nerfs to Archer. It's losing range across the board on the whole. Anybody that says that these were buffs overall is lying to you. Although I say that, but let's take a look at the damage. Wait, let's look at the damage. No, guys. It's not just that it's a buff. I'm looking at something else. Okay, so, all right. When you look at this is going to be the best PvE class in the game. Based on what I just looked at on the chart. Number 1, Archer was already really good in PvE. It will now uncontestedly be probably the best PvE class in the game, in my opinion. It will also be extremely high APM, but pretty unarguably going to be the best PvE class in the game. The PvE buffs across the board here are absolutely insane. You're looking at 3, 4, 5x damage in some cases on a lot of your skills. I just don't understand. I don't get it. But the worst part is that a lot of these buffs are actually also buffs to PvP as well. So you're looking at 907 times 2, which changed to 2721 times 2. But the PvP damage adjustment was only 5%. So it got almost 3 times as much damage, but it only lost 5% damage in PvP. That was absolute wing strike. Fortunately, that's a skill that Archer doesn't use very commonly, I think. But like, that is a massive. Now, previously, Archers pretty much only used their awakening weapon to deal damage. These are some of your crossbow skills that they're buffing in a massive way, which I'll be honest with you, is insane. Archer already has a lot of damage. And now you've not only tripled the damage on the skill, but you've lowered the damage reduction in PvP by 5%. So you've just unbelievable amount of more damage. I just don't understand. Like, why would you buff the damage on Archer like this? And that's not the only skill, guys. Almost every skill, absolute meteor dive, absolute gaping darkness, absolute shadow hack, absolute verter clout. Like almost all of these skills got massive damage buffs, which yes, they got with slightly more PvP damage reduction, but not comparatively the same amount. This got 25% more damage reduction in PvP, but it got a 2.5 times damage buff in PvP or PvE. So like, it's literally insane the amount of more damage that you're going to be doing with your pre-awakening stance as Archer. It seems
Archer
like
buffs? Can't wait to try it out in Node WoW. I don't
understand why you would buff Archer's damage. It's already omega oppressive. Like when I started reading through these nerfs, it was good. I think that they were overall good changes, but this is not like, bro, you can't buff even the crossbow, man. It's not like Archer was struggling for damage before, and now we're gonna, bro, Archer's gonna be the best class. It's best class in the game. Best class in large scale PvP, doesn't matter. Ranger who? Dark Knight who? Doesn't matter. Range classes? Just staff who? Doesn't matter. Just play Archer. Absolute Verter Clout, Absolute Bolt of Radiance, Absolute Arrow Explosion, Absolute Storm of Light, Radiant Explosion. All of these are getting massive PvP and PvE buffs. Full Bloom, Flow Grand Bloom, Spear of Sylvia, Mountain Breeze. These are the awakening skills now. Uproot, Righteous Smite, Luthragon's Call, Piercing Light, Ultimate Zephyr Leap, Marked Bloom, Glissade, Black Spirit Full Bloom, Black Spirit Ultimate Zephyr Leap, and Black Spirit Righteous Smite. What a crazy joke. Is Black Spirit, is BDO fun? Yeah, it's fun. It's super fun. What a crazy buff, dude. Every one of these skills was at least 50% increased in damage in PvE. In PvP, it was marginal, but there are increases in damage basically across the board. There are some of the skills that ended up being roughly equal in what the damage they were doing before in PvP, but for the most part, it's getting PvE and PvP damage buffs across the board. But Archer, I'll be honest with you, I completely changed my opinion. This is an absolute disaster. This is a disaster. I like all of these changes, these are all reasonable. I am okay with some of these, like these changes are nerfs for the most part. Some of these are like slight buffs and whatnot. But like for the most part, Archer was getting nerfed up until right here overall. And then this is such a massive buff. It immediately becomes the best class in the game in PvE, no question. And it will also be the best, uncontestedly the best large scale class in the game. It won't even be close. What a complete joke. This is such an out of touch developer take. All right, Sage. Let's buff Sage. Sage isn't doing enough damage. Anyway, Sage, main and succession changed Void Gateways to be a float on hit debuff to only be applied in PvE. That's a nerf. Awakening Sage. Changed the stiffness on hit debuff to only be applied in PvE for Lightning Surge. Change to now apply a super armor during the skill. It's iframe into super armor when overcharged. Remove the down smash debuff. Change the air attack to a down smash when applied without the overcharge. All right, Flow Judgment. Change the deal damage separate from Divine Executioner. Change that you can now apply skill add-ons to it. Interesting. Change so that it costs stamina under all circumstances. Consumes stamina even when comboed with Divine Executioner. Change the stamina cost from 150 to 100. Overall, okay. Sure. Divine Executioner. Change the cooldown from 14 seconds to 10 seconds. So big buff there. Change the skill add-on tier from 3 to 2. Okay. Little bit of a nerf in PvE there. Or like overall there. Bolt. Change stamina cost from 200 to 100. So honestly, Awakening Sage losing its inhaler a little bit here. I'll be honest. This is massive buff. Change the stamina cost when used under cooldown from 250 to 150. This is big. This makes Awakening Sage really good. Impaling Flash and in Black Spirit Impaling Flash. Change to no longer charge toward enemies, but now move a certain distance. Change the debuff on hits from stun to knockback. Improve to combo smoothly with other skills. Change the skill resource from MP to stamina. Okay, that's a little bit of a nerf in my opinion. Chain Lightning. Change the all DP debuff from 20 to 30. Added a forward guard effect. Removed the pain skill or pain damage. Added a shocked effect. Reduce all speeds to struck targets. What? Reduce all speeds to struck targets. What the fuck does that mean? Bro, what is that translation? I guess that means you can't have speed buffs anymore? I don't really know. Spear Bolt. Increase the defensive effect duration dashing during the skill. Move and attack speed debuff? Yeah, I don't know, bro. Reduce the defensive effect duration when using attack 1. Okay. Seize. This is the grab, if I'm correct. Change the cooldown from 20 to 18 seconds. Normally grabs in the game are 15-second cooldowns universally. Strange that that one's 18 seconds, but it does have more range on it than most grabs in the game. Change the camera to instantly move behind the target after using these skills. Spear, Bolt, Flow, Aftershock. And, okay, and now here we're adjusting damage. These are damage buffs in PvE only. Yeah, these are damage buffs in PvE only, but you're getting Divine Executioner, Flow Judgment, Impaling Flash, Black Spirit Impaling Flash, Spear Bolt, and Radiant Annihilation. Overall, mid changes for Sage. You get big PvE buffs, and I'll be honest with you, Awakening Sage gets big buffs because it's going to have less of an inhaler in fights. I think that you're going to be able to move a lot more. Helps a lot of the stamina changes, I think, for Sage. All right, Warrior. This is extremely controversial. I got several messages from Warrior mains all around the world that have been playing the class for many years that are very upset that their class is being nerfed for the first time because they stopped deep-throating Jae-hee Kim's penis for all of 7 days, and now immediately their class is receiving nerfs. Honestly, the guilty go punished. Please just put his dick right back down your throat and you should be fine. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if Warrior deserves these nerfs. We will see. You hear that, Biceptimus? Well, I got these messages from a lot of Warriors. Normally, Warriors are pretty quiet, but normally Warrior is just getting buffs constantly. Every time we see Warrior, it's getting buffed. Buff this and buff that and buff this and buff that. Honestly, nerf. Let me see what the nerf says. Let me see what the nerf is. Looks like it's just... So you just remove... Wait, they're just... Are they just nerfing the PvE damage? This is what I got messages about? Okay. I don't think that this is PvP damage. I don't think the PvP damage is getting nerfed. The PvP damage looks fine. I don't know why you would nerf PvE. Was anyone really complaining about Warrior's efficiency in PvE? Does anyone really care that much? Like, it's very strange to nerf a class in PvE when usually, like, it had to have been met. Was Warrior really overperforming at spots that bad? Like, I don't really feel like it was. Like, hold on. I really do not feel that Warrior was like, oh my god, suddenly it's crazy. Let's try Golden Pig Cave. Nope. Okay, let's try Olin's Valley. Nope. Unlucky Big Cave. Nope. Darkseeker's Retreat. Nope. Bro, what a joke. Okay, so yeah, here's the deal. In PvP, Warrior has received buff after buff after buff. And yeah, I complain about it because they only really get buffs. But at the same time, Warrior is Warrior. It's never, in my opinion, really been overwhelmingly OP. It's a really solid skill expression class. However, I don't feel that it was overperforming in PvE, especially on a patch. I think it's super hypocritical to literally buff Archer in a way that is literally going to make it uncontestedly the greatest class that we've ever seen in PvE in the history of Black Desert Online without even remote contest. And in the same patch, you're going to take Warrior, which was middle of the road at best in PvE, and we're nerfing the damage in PvE on every single one of the following skills. Solar Flare, Flow Overwhelm, Frenzied Strikes, Merciless, Hilt Strike, Grave Digging, Pulverize, Reckless Blow, Armor Break, Heaven's Cleave, Ankle Break, Knee Kick, Black Spirit Merciless, and Black Spirit Pulverize. I just don't get it. I just don't understand why you would nerf Awakening Warrior's damage in PvE. It just doesn't make any sense. Unless it's overperforming on the hardcore server. I figured it out. That's what we're balancing for. The hardcore server is being overperformed for. We need to nerf Awakening Warrior to bring it in line with the rest of the classes. Then by the rest of the classes, I mean I can barely use plural because only 4 or 3 other classes are actually allowed on the hardcore server. I'll be honest with you, I actually think that's the reason. I'm not even joking. I actually think that they saw it in PvE and they're like, why is the server overtuned on hardcore? It must be busted on main servers too. And then they must have just extrapolated that it was doing way too well on main servers as well, which is wrong, by the way. It's just wrong by all of the data we've ever seen in the community, right? They're still changing it regardless. So Warrior just getting massive nerfs to PvE. Justified Warrior upset. Justifiably Warriors are upset. I think this is a huge L per Elibus. Just like the Archer PvE buffs were not necessary. Archer was already an A class PvE class. It was already doing really well. It was just high APM. That was the trade-off. Right? Now it's going to be the best class in the game. It's going to be high APM. Yeah, but it's not even tag the Archer. Bro, go Archer. You're cooking. Anyway, class changes. Musa protect. Okay, so there's just some bug fixes. Okay, hardcore servers. Remember, everybody, they said that they were going to listen to and give and listen to adventure feedback across the board and make sure that they changed the things that adventurers really cared about and that they were really, really going to be listening so hard to us with their ears open for the hardcore servers. Now, I want to show everybody that the biggest feedback that they received on this, on their main video, okay, the hardcore video that they released for it, top upvoted comment is allow all classes to be played. This one, top upvoted feedback in the official Black Desert server, allow every class on the hardcore server, 105 upvotes, that's choice. The second highest upvoted comment is also allow all classes your... Okay, so my feedback is also allow all classes. Obviously I had other stuff too, but that's the big feedback that everybody cares about, whether it be on the forums, Reddit, content creators making videos like myself or Rapalus, choices giving feedback on in the official Discord, right? Normal adventurers are giving feedback basically all across the board via YouTube comments, forum posts, Reddit, everything. Okay, everybody is saying we need all the classes to be played. So let's see what our glorious developers have decided that actually needs to be changed about the hardcore server. We sincerely thank everyone who have shown great interest and provided feedback during the hardcore server preseason. We are currently reviewing the feedback and preparing various improvements. Firstly, the Gahaz, Bandits, and Piliku regions, which were previously engulfed by the Black Spirit, will be changed to be accessible areas free of Black Spirit influence. Oh, thank God! Whoa! I feel listened to. Honestly, do you guys feel listened to? Primary, all of my concerns are now being washed away. Oh, thank Jesus. Saved. Too bad you still don't have mana potions, losers. Okay. Additionally, the penalty incurred when defeating adventurer with survival points less than 20% of one zone is a mechanism designed to prevent powerful adventurers from hindering those with significantly less power, because we don't want bullying on our unrestrained PvP. They're bullying people. Okay. I just want to point out, this is my feedback that I told them this is extremely bad and it needs to be removed and completely readjusted. All right. However, considering that adventurers with lower scores can also use this as a means to challenge those with higher scores, in other words, they could just make an alt account, have a really low score, and grief the shit out of people during the day. It's only 2 hours, right? That means you play hardcore on your main account. You just go in, right? Then you switch to your alt. You just grief the shit out of everybody that's close to you in points. This penalty will not apply in higher level monster zones and boss spawn areas. Sweet. That's great. But it needs to, like, that is a W change, but it's still not enough. Still not enough. Furthermore, when the dark fog is activated, combat will occur in separate space rather than in the general field, and the item drop rate for various equipment has been increased for easier acquisition. Sure. Once again, we thank adventurers who enjoyed our hardcore server, all 8 of you, pre-season, and provided diverse feedback. We will continue to improve and evolve the content for even more enjoyable experiences. Does anyone believe that? No, I don't. I can't wait for the next 2 years of absolutely no meaningful changes to the hardcore servers. What fog? It's the Shadow Arena mechanic. I'm talking about the Shadow Arena mechanic. I'll be honest, my expectation is that they're done. It's fixed. As far as they're concerned, they're done. They've created a perfect game mode. They're moving on. They might change a few things here or there and adjust some small things about the game mode, but overall, guys, this is it. This is what hardcore servers are. They're not going to change anything. Nothing substantial. We're not going to get all classes. This is it. You're not going to get the changes that you're going to ask for. So like this, and this is pretty much evidence of this. I'll be honest with you, they do this in PvP all the time. They say thank you for all of your feedback. It was so meaningful. That's why we made this hardcore feedback. I think it's so patronizing when they put this hardcore feedback shit in here. We all give them massive amount. Look at all this feedback. Look at all this shit with all these upvotes and shit. And like one thing got changed that like nobody talked about, that no one cared about. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, whatever. Like they don't care. They're not going to change the big stuff. Not going to change the big stuff. Brain fog. True. I've given up on trusting them. Man, it's a shame because I do think that the game mode has potential. I'm just going to say it. I do think that the game mode has quite a bit of potential. It does. Sadly, they're not going to upkeep. They're not going to change anything. They don't care, guys. I'm sorry, but like they're not going to change it. And I hope I'm wrong. To be clear, if they do change it so that all classes are available on the hardcore servers, I will make a video and say, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I f***ed up. They were right. They're amazing. I'll be the first one to suck their dick off about it, but I won't be wrong because I'm right about all of these things. It's okay. So basically they did all of the things that we just talked about there. Changed the quest names and adjusted the acceptance conditions for daily quests that can be accepted in the NPC. Okay, yeah. Sure. And then the penalties, all added region penalties, or added regions where penalties are not applied. Yeah, because they don't want people to grief each other. This is in direct feedback of, I think I'm the only person that was like, dude, people are just going to grief people hard especially at the upper regions. So this is actually a W change. I do think that like, again, turning off that penalty, especially at those high level areas, very important. Otherwise, you open the door for people to basically hard grief people. I still think that they need to remove the penalty altogether, or people are going to find a way to grief. It's just the truth. Improve the rules for dark fog. Yeah, okay. So they went over this. Okay. Added shrouded warriors who roam the hardcore servers in search of adventurers. If you succeed in defeating one of the shrouded warriors, you can attain high survival points and rare gear at a set probability. Desert Naga, Tidium Valley, and Crescent Shrines. Yeah, this is what they look like, guys. So you can get green and blue grade accessories, and then a bunch of 50 to 75 survival points across the board. Interesting. Oh, that's the Shadow of Gahaz, bro. That thing is cooked. All right, yep. Fun. Change the loot drop from the bosses Leighton and Putorum. So they're increasing the amount of loot that Leighton and Putorum drop, guys. You get 1,000 survival points and choose your Young Crow accessory box. Additional items obtainable based on a set probability. They're just increasing a bunch of that stuff. That's fun. Can now get yellow gear. I think that some of that is yellow gear. Yeah, the yellow grade gear. So that can drop from Putorum and Leighton. Yes. All right, so... Oh, Increase the gear drop rate for all monsters except ancient weapons. That is good. That way you have to spend less like, I'll be honest with you, gear should not disappear when you die. I think that gear should lose max durability when you die. So you shouldn't just like, it shouldn't just go red. It should lose like 20 durability. And then when it gets to 0, then it dies. But like, you need to have a little bit of forgiveness in there, in my opinion, especially for like blue gear. Green gear, maybe you can allow that to go away when it dies because that's really easy to get, right? But blue gear and above, I do think that I legit broke all 7 pieces from a death last night. No joke. Yeah, see, that's a little rough, man. Especially if it's blue gear. Blue gear is extremely hard to get. Like you're talking 3 to 5 hours to get blue gear. It's rough, man. It's multiple days of grinding. And then you lose it in one hit because somebody's got these buff effects. Okay, improve the skill description of the buffs. Added special effects when you get special buffs. Oh my god!
Just subscribed for 2 months. Been loved watching you for the past 2 months, less than 3.
This is what I'm talking about. Woo Woo Junior, you're good. No, not you. I'm pissed with them, not you. You're catching spot. I'm not mad at you. Welcome back for 2 months, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming back to support me. I'm yelling because of this. I'm pissed because no one wants these buffs on the hardcore server. How dare you give money? No, I'm not mad at him. No one wants these buffs. Stop adding more features for these buffs. We don't want buffs on the hardcore servers. It takes all of the fun out of PvP. You should have learned this with Garmoth's Nest. Bro, dude, literally right here. Cap out, move speed, attack speed, critical hit. True. Where is there like a buff? Did somebody put something in here about buffs? Remove the dumb buffs. The 3rd top upvoted thing. 40 upvotes, by the way. 40 upvotes. Remove the buffs. All adventurers want this gone. No one wants to spend hours grinding for blue gear to get one shot by someone that has 900 human damage. They do stack, guys. You can get 300 human damage, another 300 human damage, and another 300 human damage. They just keep stacking. Just keep stacking them up. You can literally just one-shot people. Oh crap, that's how I got deleted by that Zerker combo. Yep. It's extremely frustrating. Yo, Yuri Pisky, thanks for the Prime sub, but I appreciate you dropping it here, man. No one wants this shit on the server. And here they are. And again, this is not listening to adventure feedback. They're adding special effects for the buffs. Because in their mind, they're like, one, they want to look really cool. But also, you'll be able to tell if other adventurers have these buffs. Well, here's the thing. No, you won't. Most hardcore PvPers are playing with effects on RuneScape graphics or low effects. So no, you won't be able to see these special effects. Okay? Unless you're playing like on remastered. A. B. You're already in range. You're already too close. It doesn't matter. If you walk up to somebody, they've got 900 human damage, and they have the thing, you're like, oh shit, I gotta run. You're killed with Dream of Doom. You're already dead. You're killed with, boom, gone. How about you fix the fact that classes can't pre-buff?
Subscribed for 10 months. Blue Squad, he approves.
Currently about 50% of the pre-buffs actually work on the hardcore servers. So you do not have +5 attack speed or move speed or cast speed, guys. And you can't pre-buff yourself on your class because your class pre-buffs aren't working. Also, the Zerker class buff just doesn't work altogether. So that's fun. 50% of Berserker works on the hardcore server. Exactly, Rose. So cap. But like, again, this is just really frustrating to read as a player because like all of their feedback directly to them on the forums, in their Discord, on Reddit, all of the content creators, I've given them this feedback. I'm sure that what's his face? Rapless gave feedback on this. We watched his video earlier today, and a bunch of other content creators have all said the same thing. The whole community is on the same page. We don't want these buffs. We want all of the classes available, and they're just not addressing any of it. They're just doing their own thing. It's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. Anyway, we're just gonna move on. Red Battlefield. Change the icons of the some of the main weapons. That looks like the yellow, maybe the yellow main weapons, so you can tell when people have those. Improve the description of the hardcore server on the server selection screen. Sure, whatever. Okay, Red Battlefield. Change the standby location in Castle Ruins. This is actually W changes to RBF. Not that anybody really does RBF, let's just be honest. There's an RBF event going on right now, and we'll see how popular that is. Oh, crazy. Oh, it's 8 whole people. That's insane. Now, in fairness, the servers are about to go down, so I am kind of narc-aversing you a little bit here. But the servers are about to go down, so in fairness, it's really late at night in the NA server, but even still, RBF is still just not a popular game mode. That being said, they've removed a lot of the rooftops in Castle Ruins, which makes Castle Ruins probably the go-to RBF for a lot of players now. Very, very good. They should have done this a long time ago. They also made the respawn. They put it on the ground, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. In 10 minutes. Yeah, it should go down in about 10 minutes. Okay, War of the Roses. Improve the system to allocate factions more evenly when a guild or alliance participates multiple times. Okay, whatever. Season server. Black Desert Academy. This, you guys all have to do the seasons, by the way. It gives you another free pen of your choice armor. I have to redo my whole gear guide again. I hate everything. I hate everything. The all new season Black Desert Academy has begun. I mean, it's a W. It's a huge W, but like... also, you get a fishing rod. Yeah, what does the fishing rod do? It's a cron rod with 1k durability. Oh, it's just a Grandpa Cron node. Probably in the notes. Yeah, but like, there's a lot here. So, okay, so you're going to get a fishing rod with 1,000 durability on it. So it's like the Grandpa Cron fishing rod. So for all of you that bought the Grandpa Cron fishing rod, thanks for paying to win. Also, you free-to-player players win again. Okay, moving on. Pussies! So you're getting 1,000% combat EXP at all times on Steven servers. That's pretty common nowadays. The Radiant start box, again, is going to give you your choice of pen gear. Oh, they have Liebers and Muskins here. So they did not forget them. They just forgot to show them in the infographic like that we read earlier. It does look like you can choose Liebers and Muskins, so make sure that you choose the correct combination. If you're going Evasion, it's Lieber Muskin. If you're going DR, it's Begs or Agons, guys. Also, red nose every time. Do not pick Dim Tree. And then, in my opinion, Griffin over Gaiath, although that one doesn't matter very much. My ears are ringing. I've been listening to myself so long, my ears are ringing. Okay, Radiant Adventure Start Box 2. You're going to get Patirigio's pocket watch, a full set of Tet gear of your choosing, and then looks like Kaposha gear. Just base Kaposha. That's fun. To gear out an alt of your choice. Here we go. Cool Wind Fishing Rod. Just read, Blue. Just read. Can catch multiple fish at once. So, oh my gosh. This is OP. Brandable, cannot be repaired. Max auto fishing time reduction. 100 fishing mastery. And max durability 1,000. That is a goated fishing rod. That is insane. Holy moly. Yeah, that's a really good rod. Basically a Grandpa Cron rod with... I think Grandpa Cron rods have 10,000 durability. I could be wrong about that. But, maybe it's only 1,000. But either way, you can brand it. And it should last you for 2k on Cron. Okay, so... Chad, am I right in saying that this should last you about a month? Maybe 40 days or so? If you brand this, it should last you about 40 days. My understanding with the Grandpa Cron rod is that it lasts 2 to 3 months. If you brand it. If you brand it. Fugar's leveling aid for adventurers new to season servers. The reliable helper of the season servers, Fugar, continues to provide a leveling aid for adventurers experiencing the first season. Okay, so yeah, you're going to have a leveling aid pass. Super fun. Whatever. Quest and knowledge, whatever. UI. Change the buttons on the Atoraxxion's entry screen, party, and to normal entry, single to story entry. Okay. Very, very cool. There's a translation. Changes and bugs, fixes. Sweet. Hold on. There's a lot of hardcore bug fixes. Oh! Fix the issue where the unique buff effects of skills were not applied when using skills. So supposedly, the hardcore server the bug is being fixed where you can't pre-buff on certain classes or class buff. That is supposed to be fixed with this patch. That's a win if that is true. That is good. They did not fix the hair clipping issue on my witch that has been there for the entire game, and I am pissed. However, they fixed the issue where the lower body portion of the Dark Knight appeared unnatural when attempting to goon to the class. Okay, sweet. So Better goon material for your Dark Knight. Let's take a look at the Pearl Shop update. We should have strong Pearl Shop update. Again, guys, friendly reminder, you should be using your loyalties that they're giving you every day on permanent stuff on your account. I strongly recommend that when you go into the loyalty shop, this is a bait. Do not just buy all the premium outfit stuff. Please go down, buy all of the permanent like inventory expansion for your characters. Buy the weight expansion on every single one of your characters. Buy the storage expansion in every city that you can buy. Okay, sell all of this stuff out. You need to go through all your characters, buy all that stuff, then look at getting the premium outfits. This is not worth it. This is a bait. Do not do this. Okay, this is a super bait. All right, it's getting you to blow all of your loyalties prematurely. You are way better off and gonna get way more value out of using loyalties for character slots. Like, you can buy like character slots in here. You can buy again, inventory and weight on your characters. You can get an Etheria cog. You can get supreme old moon things. You can get, here's all your storage expansions, which you can buy a few of in each 5 of in each region. You should get all of those as well. Okay, this is why I waited. Thank you. I got you. That is much more important. This stuff is a bait. This stuff is a bait. Okay, don't do that stuff until you have the permanent stuff. The other stuff, bro, you can get 120 stacks, 150 stacks. Nobody cares. You can get that stuff. They hand that stuff away as login rewards. No one gives a shit. The permanent stuff that you have to normally spend money on, that's what you should be aiming at. Like weight especially. Very important. Okay, let's take a look at the Pearl Shop. Ooh, is there a new outfit? Season Perfect Pack. Oh my God, he looks so cute. Look at him. Looks like he's gonna be a painter. Is that a new outfit? Okay, normally the season packs are really good, guys. Especially if you're a new player. And usually not worth it if you're a veteran player. That's the Salinar. I thought the Salinar outfit was only for females. I've never seen the Salinar outfit on a male class. I could be wrong. It does look like the Salinar hat, no question. But I thought that was only a female class. Apparently I'm wrong. Okay. All right. Shining Travel Bundle. Are these rolly boxes? Are these rolly boxes? Yep. Don't buy those. Those are complete ass. Guys, in the future, just so that we're aware, when new rolly boxes come out, I have saved up all of my pearls. I do not spend any of my pearls. I will save all my pearls. If a new rolly box comes out and you're not sure whether or not it's going to be worthwhile to buy, I will buy it the first day that they come out. I'll go live and I'll buy a bunch of them and I'll roll them to show you how inefficient so that you don't have to buy them yourselves. I'll try to crank out those videos so that you guys know whether or not it's worth it to actually buy that stuff. As it is, this one is not worth it. This is not a rolly box. You're right. It's a bundle, but like, it's still not worth it. It's still not worth it. Don't get those. The season packs are good for new players if you're okay with spending money, but aside from that, probably not good. Spring Day outfit pack, not, in my opinion, super worth it. The BD9 outfit is actually giga. I love the BD9 outfit. Is so good. The Black Knight. Okay, so there's some Crimson Flame outfit, Black Knight outfit, Lacrothon, BD9, Coco Nutty, Sakrua, Arditier, Rosette Sharon, and Spring Blossom. Okay, so Rosette Sharon is complete ass. It's one of the worst outfits in the entire game, in my opinion. But like, some of these are really good, so you could consider that. Fairy appearance change coupon. If you like to goon to your fairy, don't buy the appearance change coupon. Actually, is this just like the reroll coupon for like making it a different fairy? Thea outfit. What is that outfit? You mean the Salinar one or the one of the ones I mentioned? Because I can literally show you. If you need to know what any of these look like, I can show you. For the most part, I have a lot of those outfits on various characters. Artisans Memories packs. Yeah, just standard artisan shit. Jolly Winter Dream outfit is out for all classes. Again, there's a fence bundle. That's really good. If you want to do the pay to win farms, now's the time to buy them. They don't go on sale very often. You can only buy 8 because you can get 2 free farms in game. So basically you can have all 10 max 10 plot farms with no contribution at all, which is like super OP and very good. 20% off family inventory is good, but the weight is better. 20% off the weight category, 30% off the inventory category. All right, sounds good. I highly recommend buying the 1+1 box if you have the money to do it. It gives you $200 worth of pearls for $100 worth of USD. I think that that's super value. I basically bought it, and I'm just going to sit on the pearls long term. It's definitely, and you just wait for something that you want to buy to go on sale or whatever if you want to. That's the smart way to buy things. Never buy any pearl boxes that are not buy one, get one free, basically. You come into the Pearl Box tab. Perfect example of this is the 9th anniversary 20K Pearl Box. It gives you $200 worth of pearls and then another $100 worth of pearls. That seems really good. That is not nearly as good as a 1+1 box. The 1+1 box is giga. Okay. It is way better than this in value. Way better than this in value. Okay. So just be careful about that kind of stuff. Okay. Anyway, guys, remember there's a like button down below the video. I would really appreciate it if you guys clicked it. It helps the algorithm very much. Also subscribe. I love you. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next video, guys. See you tomorrow.